Good. Good morning. It's about 15 minutes to noon here on our Thursday, March 19th. Good morning, my friends. How are we? Let me get this shared out to the community. The links are above if you're looking for a community that's got your back as we move through this adventure with the virus, along with persisting in our growth out of codependency. So, because, we need consistency, we need normalcy, and codependency doesn't go away just because this is going on, right? So it's time to make that happen. Let me get this shared out to the community and hit that post button. Okay. So good morning, guys. How are we doing? Let me know in the comments below, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, what's going on for you, how you are. I am well. I am healthy. I am got my little self-quarantine going on, only going out to get the essentials. Otherwise, I'm just focusing. And that's what we're going to talk about, purpose and focus, and how we can use that during these times of uncertainty and chaos to really help us navigate what's going on for us in our lives. So, as we've discussed over the last few days, creating normalcy, creating a routine, giving ourselves the ability to regulate what we're feeling and step out of the emotions that are coming up. Let ourselves go through it. We got to receive, release, and refocus on those emotions. Now we can start directing this energy, this time and space that we have, this opportunity here towards purpose and focus. Now, why purpose and focus? Well, us human beings tend to thrive when we have a purpose, when we have a sense of meaning and contribution to life and to the world, a reason for being, right? So purpose can add to that beingness and to that purposefulness of being. And further, when we have a purpose, then we are able to develop a focus, okay? So purpose comes first, and then the focus comes in. So purpose, what is it? What on earth is purpose? Well, purpose can be a lot of different things. Perhaps purpose right now is just breathing, right? Getting through today. Cool, all right? Sometimes there's a larger purpose, like my business purpose is to eradicate the trauma of being discarded, the trauma of narcissistic abuse. That's the first purpose. Second purpose is to help people actually experience their own brilliance, the own fact that they're worth knowing, loving, and keeping, to have real, vital, loving relationships, to have their own happiness. So there's several angles on that purpose of fulfillment there. Now, there's entertainment purposes, like I enjoy movies. The purpose in that is to experience and feel something. Same thing with music, or with writing, or with reading, or whatever it might be. So purpose can show up in really simple ways and be very, very constructive at that angle. But now we want to talk about something I call like your global purpose. And this is actually something that's pretty benign. I wouldn't say benign, it's simple. Okay. Global purpose is it's defined rather as this broad definition of what you choose to be in your life as a person. And it allows you from that global purpose to define focuses where you want to apply your time, your energy, your resources, your talents, and your brilliance, right? And so this comes in at the level of knowing your innate value. So in the happiness strategy, there's a 3-step process I take my students and clients through. And as the first step is understanding and retrieving their innate value from outside of themselves. And this step is essential to everything, whether it's purpose, whether it's focus, whether it's emotional regulation, whether it's love, self-esteem, self-worth. Because value, knowing your innate value, being your innate value, gives life to your voice and to your vision that are in you already. Okay? And this is the antidote to fear. This is the antidote to codependency. This is how I emerged out of codependency into a resiliency of being my whole self without the need to have somebody else defining it for me, which we do a lot in codependency. So this idea of connection to innate value is where purpose starts to show up. Because a lot of times purpose is like this intellectual exercise we do. We mentalize it, we analyze it, we try to choose a very specific thing. That's going to be my purpose. And then we try and make that purpose happen, and we burn out on it because we're not really living it. We're not breathing it. We're not hungry in this purpose because it's not alive within us. Okay? So real, genuine purpose comes from innate value. And it's going to come in as a very simple experience, typically as an emotion. It's like, oh, my purpose is joy. Okay, so what? Now, this is where the focus component is. If I'm finding that from within my innate value, being who I am, joy is my current purpose, then the focus comes into play. Because focus is where we direct it internally and externally at specific people, places, things, objectives, and goals. So that's where we get granular with where we're going to apply joy. Like maybe my purpose is joy, my focus is in relationships. My purpose is joy, my focus is in money, or business, or job, or friendships. So you see how that's working? Let me know in the comments below if that's making sense. Because this is the magic, guys, of being aligned with your value, voice, and vision. Sometimes people who are considering like the happiness strategy are like, well, how does this really relate to codependency? And I get where they're coming from because I'm approaching codependency at a different kind of angle. We resolve codependency by not focusing on codependency, but by developing the skills that are opposite to it. Well, developing purpose from innate value is one of those skills. And then we can develop focus from that purpose and then really radically change our lives. So this is how we apply purpose and focus using our innate value. So how do we get back in contact with our innate value? We retrieve it from the people we fear rejection or disappointment from. We retrieve it from the things we're trying to be perfect about or trying to control. We retrieve it from the places we feel shame about. We retrieve it from doubt, and we retrieve it from what's called transactional value, where you're earning love. If you're in a relationship with someone, you feel like you're having to earn their attention, affection, love, approval, you need to slow down and check in to see if you're actually in a toxic relationship or not, because it's one of the big signals that you are. But we got to retrieve our value from that. And that means I have a process that I teach called value retrieval, which is this guided experience in retrieving the value from the other person, place, and thing, and bringing it back into our body. Because what we're looking for here, what we're looking to experience, is a felt sense, physical experience of worth, of value. And that typically manifests itself as joy. There's just a joy and a peace and a calm being present in your body as you are. And then from that presence within you comes purpose. Like for me, it's been joy. It's been joy since last August. It continues to be joy. This purpose of joy. Joy in money, joy in business, joy in relationships, joy in play, joy in chaos and this uncertainty. And seeing how that influences my life, how it changes my actions, my choices, my behaviors, what it brings into my life, what it removes from it. It's been a cleansing process. Joy, did this video about 6 months ago on the idea that joy is destructive. It's a destructive process because it really forces you to look at what you're tolerating in your life and what you're avoiding in your life. Because if you're really going to have joy, you're going to have to force yourself into the discomfort zone and learn how to receive joy in things that you've wanted but you're not yet comfortable having or being or doing. It's a really expansive process when we come into joy. So when you're aligned with your innate value, that brilliance that you be, and you can feel the joy of being you, just being you, because you are worth it. Then you can listen to your voice. It's tuning into the sensations of inspiration, intuition, playfulness, desire, or repulsion. And then out of that comes a vision. And that vision will be the purpose. And then that vision would be like, I want joy. I want to experience joy. I want to experience joy in money. Boom. That becomes your focus. And then at that point, you have a process to do. And that process is to receive, release, or refocus. The 3 R's. Receive, release, refocus on the energy of that joy, what it feels like to have it. And then as you're going about your day, is to choose people, places, and things that you experience that joy with. So if you're looking at a thing and you feel joy, then you receive that. You're like, oh, I'm going to receive this joy. If you're thinking about accomplishing a particular target or goal for yourself and you feel joy in that, receive that. Take action towards it and receive that goal and say, okay, this is where my joy is, so this will be my focus. And I'm going to receive how to make this happen. I'm going to receive the inspiration to create it, things like that. This is how we choose a purpose and move to focus based on our innate value, based on the inspiration or voice of our innate value, rather. So, I hope this is making sense. I hope that this is useful, because I know during these times of chaos, having a focus, having purpose creates routine, a new normalcy. It gives us a sense of control, hope, and direction with our life. And that's what we need right now, because we're going to get through this. Now the question is who do we want to be as we get through this, and where do we want to be when we come out of it? At least personally with ourselves and with others. This is our chance to make a big change personally in our lives and to have that change ripple out in our communities so that we can adjust and grow into the new normal that's emerging for us. But it can be an empowered position so that we're not stuck in reactivity, we're not stuck in fear, but we're governed and driven by a purpose and a focus that's based on our own joy and innate value. So let me know what you think in the comments below on this. Guys, I appreciate you. Remember, there is community chat support Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. That's Boise, Idaho time. This week and next week. The next one is tomorrow, Friday at 3 p.m. You can get the information by going to the community chat. Sign up on the link above if you're on Facebook, below if you're on YouTube. I appreciate you. Be safe out there, guys. And remember that you're worth knowing, loving, and keeping. And let's kick some butt together in your life right now. Okay? If you're ready to jump in and master your own value, voice, and vision and really break free of your codependency, that fear of being unlovable or being a burden, you want to really tap into your value and resolve that internal struggle and shame, then the happiness strategy is open. I'm accepting students at a reduced price. You can check that out. The link above. You take the workshop and then you're going to get a reduced price on that. So it makes it affordable and reachable because of the times that we're in. You can also start with Rapid Heal. That's ultra affordable at $25 a month for 4 payments, so basically $100. Guys, and then if you're struggling with anxiety, naturally, then you can get the Calm system. I got a little jolt there, right, with the thing. You can get Calm for free. The link is above as well. Appreciate you guys. I will see you in our next training, probably tomorrow, just as a impromptu one. Create some more contact so that you know we're not alone in this journey. So have a great day. Be safe out there, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye-bye, guys.